All right, today is January the 20th, 2019, and right now at 9:45 p.m., we have a temperature of 50 degrees in the foothills of Los Angeles. The relative humidity is 84%. The dew point is 45 degrees, and the barometer is sitting at 29.88 inches. And the barometer is dropping in pressure. We have a low pressure system right here moving towards the state of California, towards central California, and towards southern California. We have also a tropical moisture field moving right into central and southern California. So there is an official no rain forecast for southern California the last 3 days. And what do we see in the skies all day today, yesterday, and the day before? We had heavy aerosol chemtrail spraying all day, just almost a whiteout yesterday, and also today, very heavy spraying, and the day before. So the last 3 days we've been sprayed very heavily, as this opportunity for rain was knocked out. So the chemtrail aerosols contain aluminum nanoparticulate, which is a desiccant that lowers the upper atmospheric humidity and also the humidity at the 500 millibar level. And that's why we have no rain, despite this massive incoming moisture field right here. This is a Pineapple Express pattern. We can see also that we have a low pressure system down here just southeast of the Hawaiian Islands right over here, which is starting to spin up. This is being squashed out. We can see the partial counterclockwise rotation being squashed right towards the very end of the loop. We can see the disorganization, and we have a transmitter blockade between this tropical moisture field and also this jet stream moisture right here. Now we have a low pressure right down here, a low pressure vortex trying to develop, but we have a transmitter right on top of that, squashing that out. And the condensation from this flow pattern is all originating right at the point of this where this vortex is trying to form. So a satellite transmitter is squashing this out. We can see the pattern there. We've got all this dark area, which is not allowing that vortex to spin up. Same thing is occurring over here, and we've got a low pressure system moving down into California that's producing rain in the northern part of the state. We can zoom out right now and take a look at California. This is the Doppler map. The IntelliCast maps have been taken over by, I believe it's wonderground.com or something like that. This map is almost as good. We can zoom in and see that Southern California is being denied rain. There's no rain anywhere near Los Angeles. Once we get to Santa Barbara and Lompoc, that's where Vandenberg is. We can see that there is some rain developing there near the Point Conception Peninsula there. And then further north, up near Santa Cruz and Fresno, we're seeing a lot of rain, and also in the High Sierra, a lot of snow all the way up the entire length of the High Sierra. Now, we can see that near the Oroville area, just moments ago, we had a really good screenshot of this Oroville transmitter. There's a WSR-88D ground-based microwave transmitter chopping up the precipitation in this area. We can see the pie-shaped cutouts. This has since filled in the last 10 minutes, so the rain has rebuilt the lift in the atmosphere, and the precipitation has filled in these pie-shaped cutouts, but we can still see the leftovers of that manipulation. The location of this transmitter is just adjacent to the airport there. There's a golf course, I believe, and right near the corner of that golf course, you'll see that WSR-88D transmitter, and that is what's causing these pie-shaped cutouts. And also we can see the snow is being disrupted as well. So as we zoom out, we can see that there's also some heavy rain up near Eureka, Fortuna. In that area, there's a WSR-88D near the Fortuna area, little town up there. And this is a nice little town, by the way. You should stop up there and see. This entire area is very beautiful. A lot of sights to see. Anyhow, that Fortuna transmitter is not broadcasting right at the moment. It's allowing the rain to do its things. We've got some heavy rain there and some snow. This map is almost as good as the IntelliCast Doppler map, which is no longer. So this is the situation here for Southern California. Once again, Arizona, the whole Southwest is fairly dry from Central California on south. Getting back to the big map, we see opportunities for rain once again in Southern California. The last 3 days we've been watching this pattern. That's why we've had the chemtrail aerosols. The weather people are not telling us what's going on. And they're talking about the next rain event will be in the beginning of February. Well, there's no way that anybody looking at this picture here, and we're not getting rain right now from this pattern, by the way. Obviously, we've got a sky load of these chemical aerosols. We can take a look at the Modus Today map. This is today's map looking at Los Angeles is right here. This is the entire Southern California area. We can see these aerosols are just all over the place. These are the chemtrail aerosols that cap the atmosphere and sponge up the atmospheric water vapor. These chemical aerosols contain aluminum nanoparticulate, which is a desiccant. Desiccants absorb atmospheric water vapor. And so we see a lot of streaks throughout this map. They are all over the place. And this is why we are not having rain in Southern California. This is today's map. We can go and you can go to the Modus Today map yourself and look at the last 3 days have been really bad. Yesterday was terrible. We had a whiteout, basically whiteout conditions. This stuff was so thick we couldn't see the blue sky. It was just really awful. And of course, you wake up in the morning with a headache. And, this stuff is not healthy. So the nanoparticulate aluminum is probably the cause of the explosion in Alzheimer's disease, which is basically aluminum toxicity of the brain. These chemtrail aerosols contain off the charts amounts of aluminum nanoparticulate. And if you go to the playlist or look around on my channel, I have a subscription to a gentleman that has done a lot of research on these aerosols. So take a look at his website. I think it's called nuclearplanet.org. And he's got all of the test results of these aerosols up on the internet for display. What he did is he put a HEPA filter out in his yard and ran it down in San Diego for about 2 weeks in the outdoors, and then took the filter to a lab. They cut the filter up, extracted the particulate matter, and ran a full mass spectrograph on all the ingredients and the chemical breakdown on a molecular level, an atomic level, and we find that strontium, aluminum, and barium are some of the major components of those chemical aerosols that these specially equipped jets, are spraying over us without our consent, and most people have no idea what's going on. Here's the infrared map. We can see that tropical Pineapple Express moving into Southern California, delivering no rain, zero rain. Once again, there's the map. You can see there's zero rain. This tropical flow is moving right in, and we've got no rain. So what does that mean? That means the chemtrail aerosols are being sprayed heavily. I'd like to hear from the rest of the people in Arizona, Nevada, Utah. Your skies are probably looking like our skies. Down here we see this low pressure system. This is being squashed out. We saw the counterclockwise rotation towards the end of this 8-hour loop, 7.5-hour loop. We see the disorganization right here. There's no more counterclockwise rotation. So the transmitter has completely squashed this. You see the giant blockade built around this right here, preventing this next system from merging with this tropical flow here. So we've got a blockade. We've got a low pressure moving in, but not delivering any rain to Southern California. despite all that moisture moving in. There it is. Let's take a look at the surface analysis map. We can see a high depicted here, which is not really accurate, but we do have a cold front from that. We've got, look at this, 4 lows right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 lows moving down, and in a trough, unstable air right here, and 0 precipitation in the Southern California area. Now, we just had a bunch of rain, but never hurts to get a little bit more rain. Right now, the weather controllers have turned off the spigot. We see that out in the Central Pacific, we have a storm here. This is a 960 millibar weather system. That's pointed up to the north. That's going to move away. We've got this high pressure that's dominating. We've got here's the Hawaiian Islands right down here. We've got a low pressure system right up just north of the islands. That's scheduled to move to the northeast. If we go back to the big map, we can see that. Something right here forming, and we've got a low right up here near the Aleutian Islands. All this is going to be directed away because of this high pressure that we were just looking at depicted on the surface analysis map. But in fact, this area of high pressure is installed to separate this system and this flow pattern from this North Pacific jet stream pattern. That's what that's all about. Okay, the swell report is right here. We see that off of California, we've got 14-foot swells moving into the Central California area, and then out further, we've got that big weather system generating 21-foot swells. Okay. All right, so that is the report. Don't pay any attention to the subscriber counts on this channel or the view counts. None of that means anything. This channel is being censored. I don't know how many people are actually watching these videos. This channel is probably being shadow banned, is my guess. And we have a bunch of, they're just, Google is putting up false numbers. Okay, so that's it. We'll get another update here real soon.